All right. So those who have done, you please watch this class. Those who could not complete the answers so far, please don't worry. Just watch it. If you are doing it right now, when I'm doing the discussion, this will be simply a waste of time for you. So please stop finding the answers now. We are doing what is the most suitable title for the first paragraph. Of course, this is the first paragraph. And what is the most suitable one? Anybody wants to answer that? Ocular disorders among Australians, visual impairment among the elderly. Three types of visual impairment: lifespan and visual impairment. So we have to find out the most suitable title for the first paragraph. And I'm sure that, I don't know how many of you have answered it rightly, but the correct answer I'm going to tell you will be something shocking for you. Ocular disorders among Australians will be a problem here. This may not be the correct answer. Why? Because this paragraph is not entirely about Australians alone. Australians end here. Hereafter, the whole thing is not about Australia. This is something general about the whole world. So I hope you agree with me. If anybody cannot agree, please tell me. All right. So anybody can disagree and argue with me in this class. So please feel free to argue with your trainers in this class. All right. Now listen. Ocular disorders among Australians is eliminated. We have applied the elimination method here because it is a very weak possibility here, because it's not really about Australians, it's about everybody in the world. That's the reason why when we look at the problem of visual impairment among Australians, is it there? No, we don't have that one. We don't have any specificity about Australians here. Visual impairment and the elderly. Even here also, you don't find elderly in Australia. No, nothing about Australia is there. Just because of Australia here at the starting, you may be confused. That's all. So the first one is eliminated. I'm just giving my classes a bit longer because you will understand that you will not commit similar mistakes in your exams. B, visual impairment among the elderly. Visual impairment among the elderly. Okay, coming to this one. When we look at the problem of visual impairment and the elderly, see, this elderly is there. Okay, and Australians are living longer and so far, so face increasing levels of visual impairment is also, this is also having the elderly thing is there also, because they're living longer. So when people live longer, they will have more chances. Okay, so the first sentence and second sentence have got elderly here. So visual impairment among the elderly. I think this answer may be the correct answer. Let's see whether it is right or wrong. First, most impaired people again retire with a relatively normal eyesight. Retired is another word that is also connected to elderly, because young people don't retire. Okay, so all the three sentences are having the word elderly, okay, which is common in most people over 45 years of age. Over 45 years of age is very close to elderly, okay. Second, those with visual impairment do have eye disease and are not merely suffering from old age. Yeah, that's a problem. This is an opposite part of this sentence. While others are all supporting elderly and old age, this one is not giving. So, third, almost all the major ocular disorders affecting the older population, yes, it has it, such as cataract, glaucoma, and age-related macular degeneration or AMD are progressive and if untreated will cause visual impairment and eventual blindness. What is eventual? Anybody knows the meaning of eventual? Actually, the meaning of eventually is final. Okay, you're having diabetes. Eventually, the patient died. I mean, eventually the patient developed untreatable diabetes mellitus, or eventually the patient's treatment was commenced with insulin. I mean, all those things. So, problem is here are not merely suffering from old age is having a bit of problem here. This is not supporting the other sentences. So let's leave this B and go to C. Three types of visual impairment. Three types of visual impairment. Did you notice? When we look at the problem of visual impairment in elderly, there are three main issues. First, second, and third. So many of you thought that three types of visual impairment is there, but there's a problem. Did you notice something? When we look at the problem of visual impairment and elderly, yeah, so you missed that one. So the C, answer number C, three types of visual impairment among the elderly. Did you find something like that? No, it was not there. Since it is not there, this answer also cannot be a very strong answer. So far, B seems to be the strongest answer so far, but we can never leave the last one. So this is a problem for many of you. What happens? You become excited in the examination hall and you will think that, oh, I got the answer, I got the answer, I got the answer. This can be wrong. We should always consider the last of them. Lifespan and visual impairment. Lifespan and visual impairment. Can that be? Can that be the what is the most suitable title for the first paragraph? Can that be the right answer? Lifespan and visual impairment. If you're talking about lifespan, okay, of course, lifespan, basically that is all about the elderly. Elderly. We have already selected that this answer can be a correct answer. Visual impairment among the elderly. Lifespan and visual impairment. They are kind of very close to this one, but there is a problem. Lifespan can be younger lifespan or shorter lifespan, short and longer lifespans are there. So this is not complete. So for this reason, visual impairment among the elderly will be the right one because we have eliminated A because it is not only about Australians alone. B is highly there. Okay, so this one, three types of visual impairment is not as strong as this one. This is having only 80% possibility. Lifespan is also having an 80% possibility, whereas this one is more specific, like elderly. No Australians mentioned here. So this is having at least 81% possibility. I hope you understand how to find out the possibility scales here. So the answer will be B. How many of you had raised your hands for B? Anybody? Will you please raise your hands? Those who raised the hand for B, please raise your hands because your answer was correct. Yes, almost everybody supported the same answer. B is the correct answer. So, and I have explained the reasons why B was the right answer. If anybody doesn't agree, you can tell me. Maria, you have any opinion?
No, sir.
Was that your answer the same? B?
Yes, sir. B.
All right. Okay. So we have got the 7.2. See, according to the paragraph, those who live longer are more prone to more visual impairment. Australian elderly have more visual challenges than anyone else. We can easily eliminate this one. It is not at all having any sense at all here. So we have eliminated B. Visual impairments exacerbate as people age. Visual impairment, yeah, I'm sure at least 10 of you have supported this one. Can I see how many of you supported C? Please raise your hands. I'm sure at least 10 of you have supported. Yeah, I'm exactly correct. 16. Visual impairments exacerbate as people age. The problem is you are not applying the main idea method. What is main idea method? Please tell me. Anybody knows? Main idea method is something that is highly beneficial, and that is one of the MELONS method, MELONS. This is the main idea method or MIM. Okay, what's that? Look at this one. Visual impairment is everywhere. Okay, no objections. It is completely there throughout this. You can see visual impairment. Yes, exacerbate as people age. Yeah, age is also there. Exacerbate. Did you see exacerbate somewhere here? Exacerbate is another word for worsen. Worsen, spelling worsen. Okay, worsen or become more complicated. So, did anybody see exacerbation somewhere? That, for example, see, I am 48 years right now. So I'm having a bit of, myopia, and I think both I have. Okay. I'm having long sight and short sight, both I'm having. Okay. I don't know the exact term that is used for that anyway. So according to C, visual impairment, which I am having right now, will exacerbate as people age. That means if I live up to 70 years, my problems will exacerbate or worsen. Does it say that? Did you see about exacerbation in the paragraph? This sentence has a bit of idea. Australians are living longer and so face increasing levels of visual impairment. So I am an Australian. Okay, I am Australian and I live up to 70 years. Because of that, I will have increasing levels of visual impairment. And I have a friend, he is also an Australian. He lives only up to 40. He dies at the age of 40. So he will not get the same kind of visual impairment which I am going to get because I will be 70 and he will be only 40. So he won't be having the chance to get that visual impairment. But nowhere in these paragraphs says that exacerbation is nowhere mentioned here. Did you see exacerbation here? It is only saying that it is having a higher chance of getting visual impairment. Okay, I'll give a better example for everybody. Please notice this one. Like a child is 10 years, no visual impairment. He becomes 30 years, the same person becomes, and no visual impairment. He becomes 50 years, no visual impairment. And at the age of 71, he started visual impairment. Another person, same kind of another person, look at this one. This is person number 2, no visual impairment, and he developed this one at this age, 30, and he continued to have this one, yes, visual impairment started here, also continued, and he's, so doesn't say that it is exacerbating. It may be progressively there, it may not be, progressing at all. So the word exacerbation was the problem there. Exacerbation means you're having a condition, a medical condition, which becomes worse and worse as you age. It doesn't say that it is worsening anywhere in the first sentence. Coming to the second sentence also, you can see the same. When we look at the problem of visual impairment and the elderly, there are 3 main issues. So this sentence has absolutely no business in that statement. First, most impaired people retire with relatively normal eyesight with no more than presbyopia, which is common in most people over 45 years of age. This only says about the commonness, not about the exacerbation. So anyway, conclusion is there is no exacerbation anywhere mentioned. So, yeah,
Major fourth line, sir.
Fourth line. Okay.
Major ocular disorders. Sorry, fifth line, sir.
Okay. Major ocular disorders affecting the
older population is. I thought that is age people only, old.
Okay, that's okay. But is there anything like exacerbation or worsening there? Like worsening can happen, sorry, when you already have a problem, only that problem can become worse. Okay, otherwise you are just developing a condition. That is a starting point. Worsening is never the starting point. Almost all the major ocular disorders affecting the older population, such as cataract or glaucoma or age-related macular degeneration, are progressive and, if untreated, are progressive. Are you talking about this line? If you're talking about this line,
yes, sir, that continues.
If you are talking about this line, then I will have to say sorry here now. Probably, maybe I didn't notice that one. Let me see if I can escape from your question or not. I will try my best to escape. And please stay with me. If I escape, then I am right. If I don't escape, then you were right. Okay. Are progressive and, if untreated, will cause visual impairment and eventual blindness. Yes, there is a point here. Third, almost all the major ocular disorders, almost all, affecting the older population, such as cataract, glaucoma, and age-related macular degeneration are progressive, and if untreated will cause. Okay, so definitely the word progressive is almost a synonym for
Worsen.
yeah, worsen. Yeah, you're right. So let me just say, visual impairments exacerbate as people age. Yes, that is there. Exacerbation is correct. And I think I am trapped. Exacerbation and progressive are, especially here, untreated will cause visual impairment and eventual blindness. Exactly correct. You're right, completely right. Okay, great. Who was that?
Mary.
Mary, great. Mary, you are a danger for me. Okay, anyway, great. I really appreciate that. Okay, completely right. Okay, so now we have to find another one. So this will be the correct answer for,
Sir, I
yeah.
have.
Sir, but it's only the third type, not visual impairment, third type.
No,
Sorry,
yeah.
third main issue.
All right. Okay. There are three problems, and this is only one of the three problems. Okay. That is
Yeah.
completely fine. That is completely fine, Jasna. But see, according to the paragraph, it is asking according to the
Yes.
paragraph. So if
Okay.
these statements, if you can find any of the statements A, B, C, D, which is absolutely correct according to the paragraphs, then the answer will be correct. That is the reason why
Okay.
Mary seems to be almost correct at this point. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe let's try to defeat Mary in some way, because there can be a better answer anyway. Even if there is a
Sir,
better
I
answer,
have a problem. I have one doubt.
yeah, Shalini.
In this line, they says it's worsen,
Hmm.
but there is a condition. If it is untreated, then it
Even
become eventual blindness. So there is a condition. If there is no treatment, then it will become
hmm.
blindness. And if they treat it, then there is no blindness.
Oh my God, you are applying the number method absolutely, huh?
Yes, sir. If there is a condition, na, if
Condition.
is a condition,
Hmm.
if it is untreated, then it will become the problem. And if the condition is treated, then how it become how it become blindness.
Oh my God, Mary, did you notice that?
Yes, sir.
My God, I'm getting a help from Shalini. See, actually, we are all getting help from both of you, because this is what I really want. Because I'm always ready to be defeated. I'm completely okay. You can say that I'm wrong. See how we are evolving this answer now. First, Mary said that this was, and then I thought it was completely right. She was right. Okay, but then Shalini is coming with another point, because it says if untreated, there is a condition here. The condition is if untreated. So we cannot say that this is something like, okay. So visual impairments exacerbate as people age. Okay, that is completely okay, but there is a treatment available. Suppose, okay, see, there is some noise. Okay, so suppose Poonam is having a visual impairment, and she is something around 70 years old. She is an aged person. Okay, and she is not treating her condition at all. So then it will exacerbate. But according to Shalini, what happens if she treats it? If treatment is provided, so can we say C is correct in that way? Visual impairment exacerbate as people age. If treatment is provided, they don't exacerbate. So this statement is almost, we can say it is 90% correct, or maybe no, it is only 50% correct, because of the condition there. A condition is there. Okay, so we have not found any correct answer so far. We are moving to the D. People who die young do not have a visual impairment is absolutely a rubbishness. We cannot consider this as a correct answer. Now, which one is the correct one? Those who live longer are more prone to more visual impairment. So since D, C, and B cannot be accepted, C why? C because of the condition here. Okay, we have to consider A. Those who live longer are more prone to more visual impairment. Okay, we have to find whether this can be at least 51% correct answer. That is just at least 1 degree more than C, because C is almost gone. Those who live longer are more prone to more visual impairment will be the final answer in that case. Anybody having any opposition to that, please? Anybody has any opposition? Because A seems to be the most appropriate answer. At least it is more than 80-90% correct answer. Anybody having any opinion, any opposition, please tell me. Those who live longer are more prone to more visual impairment, according to the paragraph. Australians are living longer and so face increasing levels of visual impairment. This sentence is alone enough to say that A is the right one. How many of you had thought A is the right one? Will you please raise your hands? So this is 100% correct answer. Maybe 99% correct answer. Because no answer can be absolutely correct. Okay, so only 7 of you had thought that. Is there anybody who didn't understand the final conclusion? Please tell me. Please. Why we are selecting 7.2 as the correct answer? Please tell me.
Sir, I didn't understand.
Yeah, just win. How can you say that? Okay. So which was your main option?
I thought answer C.
See, visual impairments exacerbate as people age. I'll give a beautiful sentence to make you understand that one. Okay. Okay. All students who write OET exams pass. All students who write OET exam with proper guidance pass. Or maybe I can take who write one more. All students who write OET exam no, we need only these two. Look at these two statements here. All students who write OET exam pass. Here, there is no condition here. All students who write OET exam with the proper guidance pass. Which is, according to you, Jasmine, which will be the best one?
Second one.
Second one will be the right one. Okay. There is a condition here. What is the condition? With proper guidance. Okay. This is more accurate than the first one. So similarly, look at this one. Okay. 1 second. Okay, look at the C, visual impairments exacerbate as people age. So it says if it is untreated, it will exacerbate visual impairments. So you know that visual impairments is equal to all visual impairments or some visual impairments. According to the number method, of course, some of you are not really sure about the number method. What Shalini did was she applied the number method and the logical sequence method and all these things. I think she applied. Shalini, why are you not writing the exam? You are simply wasting your time. Why aren't you writing the exam? You can go ahead and write. Okay, fine. Visual impairments exacerbate as people age. Yes, definitely it exacerbates as people age, but it can be prevented by giving what? Treatment. So you cannot say that this will always happen to everybody. Okay, so treatment is there, a condition is there as a blocking factor here. So considering that this can be only 50% correct. Mary, do you kind of agree now?
Yes, sir.
Still there is a confusion, right? Okay.
More prone means, sir, that chances are more, but
Yeah.
it is saying that just increasing the level of visual like that they are giving. So there I got little confused.
Those who live longer are more prone to visual impairment. For example, I can tell you, see, Jaswin is here. Jaswin is here. He is now only 26 years. Okay, and there is myself is here. Okay, and of course I am here. I am 48 years now. Okay, and tomorrow something happens to me. Okay, just I'm killing myself. Okay, and I die, and I have no noticeable visual impairment. At present, Jaswin is completely okay. He can see anything and he's using a lot of mobile phones, and definitely he will develop some kind of visual impairment. I have told him many times not to use the mobile phone so many times. Okay, so he will develop it. Okay, so I will die tomorrow and I will have no visual impairment, but he will definitely live up to 81 years, and at the age of 70, he will develop all kinds of visual impairment, cataract including, glaucoma including. So who will have the more chances, Jaswin or myself? It will be Jaswin will be the person who will be having more chances. So he will be more prone to those who live longer. That means Jaswin is more prone to have more visual impairment than anybody else, especially anybody who dies earlier. This is a reason why A is the right answer. I hope
Got it.
everybody understand it. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so by attending this kind of classes, you improve. And that is the reason why we can see a large number of people are coming to attend our classes. So please attend not only the classes, there are around a lot of videos are available. They are being uploaded to YouTube. Please just go to our YouTube channel and find out and watch all the videos, because reading is the biggest crisis nowadays. And what is the reason? There are a couple of reasons. Reason number one is, just after my class, you know what you are going to do? Most of you are going to do sample papers, and you will not learn anything. You will only learn something, only one thing. You will learn how to manage time. Other than that, you're not going to learn anything. Now, that is enough. Just two questions have been discussed. And now I have something to tell you about the part A reading. Please stay with me for a few more minutes, and then I will just tell you something about the part A. I believe you have one part A with you. Please, all of you, those who are at the institute, please take the booklet which is provided to you. Others who do not have the booklets, please take any of the reading part, any reading part you have. It is important to have a booklet with you right now. Any of the past ones. I'm going to show you a wonderful method to overcome your reading problem. And please, you have 1 minute to arrange your booklet and your pencil and everything else. I'm waiting for you to get ready. Sorry, yes. So you can look at this now. Everybody knows that reading has got part A, B, and C. And we have got a total of 1 hour to do the part, the reading, entire reading. And for the part A, you have got 15 minutes only. That is a horrible problem, minutes. And you have 20 questions to do from 4 texts. What do you mean by text? These are the texts. Text A, this one. Text B, this one. Text C, maybe an image. An image is missing here. Okay, it's not necessary there will be an image or a chart or a table or something. And text D will be there. In one of them, there may be some bullet points also can be there. I hope you are getting my point clearly. Look at this one now. some bullet pointed things also can be there. All right. So you have just 15 minutes to do that. Due to the shortage of time, what happens? You'll be feeling extremely dissatisfied, terrified, panicky. Feeling a lot of negative because you are not able to do. Many people will be able to complete 15 out of 20 at the end of this, 20. And out of them, they'll be getting only 12 marks. And some people are getting 18, 18 or 17, they are getting. We need practice for that. But what is your method? I would like to know, what is your method? I'm not talking about the entry method that we used to discuss earlier. If you are comfortable with the entry method, that is fine. But remember, there is another method. What is that? That is facts, causes, effects, solutions. FCES. Please remember this. This is really going to help you. FCES method. Sorry about my throat. I have a cough. Okay. So FCES method, what is that? Every paragraph, this text A, B, C, D will be having only these information. They will be either facts or causes or effects or solutions. If anybody can show me any sentence in the whole world which are not from this kind of 4 categories, I will stop teaching OET. Facts, causes, effects, solutions. My God. Mary, if you get any idea, please don't share it publicly. I'll be in trouble, okay? You can share with me privately, okay? No problem. No, it's completely okay. You can share publicly or privately. So facts includes a lot of things like evidences. Evidences will be there. Among facts, evidences will be there. Explanation will be there. Expansion will be there, like categories. Which kind of categories? So facts are there. Causes means what are the causes of something? How something is happening, causes, how it is happening. Effects, like for example, in medical terminology, we have got symptoms. Symptoms are basically effects of that, symptoms. And solutions, a lot of solution words are there in OET. They are like a treatment. Treatment is a solution. And treatment, diagnosis is a solution. Diagnosis, okay. So everything that you see in any paragraphs here, 95% of them will be included among facts, causes, effects, and solutions. So what you are going to do with this one, whenever you read the text, text A, B, C, D, you just have to write here on the left side or on the right side, you have to write just these things. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. Like Shalini, especially to you, try this method and let me know how it works. So if you find this is a facts related one, just write the facts. This can be causes related one, then write causes. Sometimes causes and facts can come together. Sometimes facts and solutions can come together. What is the benefit of doing this one? What is the benefit? I think some of you have really understood what is the benefit of this. The benefit is you don't have to read the text again and again and again and again and again. Just read it once. Anyway, you have to read all the text A, B, C, D, right? You have to. Nobody is going to read for you. You have to read. Diabetes is the defect in the body's ability to convert glucose, sugar into energy. This is, of course, you know what it is. It's a fact. It is a fact-related one, just a fact. Glucose is a main source of fuel for the body. It's a fact. When food is digested, it is converted into fats, protein, or carbohydrates. Fact. Food that affect blood sugars are called facts, which when digested change into glucose. These are all facts related one. Examples, fact. So which are the facts? Facts are basically, facts are like the main idea, examples, explanation. Explanation means this one is a defect in the body. That's explanation. Okay. So all of them together, they are known as facts. So you have to just understand which is a fact related sentences and then write facts, and whatever is the most predominant one, just write here. Is it facts? Is it okay? So that is a step number 1. After marking these FCES, don't forget FCES, okay? You can mark it here, anywhere you can mark. It is having facts and solutions, okay? And this one is having facts and effects, okay? And this one, this one is having only effects and solutions, So this way, you can label them. This is known as labeling or marking. Okay, you can call it labeling or marking. You can use that one. Just do this one. This is my request to all of you. Those who have any booklet today, after this one, especially those who are in the institute and all the personal students who have received the booklet number 10, you have to do it today itself. If possible, you can do it right now. You can start doing that. Okay. Anyway, the time is almost over for this class, and the next will be writing class. So those who have got the introduction to writing, needing to stay in this class, they can leave the class. And so today, basically, all the students who are attending the institute, they have to, after this class, they have to go to the writing part, complete the writing, and when the reading time starts, you have to apply this method. Once again, I just tell you once again, you have to read each text A, B, C, D, and then taking maximum of 5 minutes. You can only take 5 minutes for this, and within that 5 minutes, you have to mark whether it is a fact, whether it is a solution type. Usually solutions will happen at the end of this one. Usually solutions will be here. Treatment and other things will be there. Okay, so just to mark them. Sometimes you can find solutions and effects can be there in the same paragraph or same text. So mark both of them. That way you can do that. Let me know how you found this effective after the reading. Just let me know. Please personally message it to me. And if it was working, we will be continuing this kind of a method for the coming classes. So with this, I am winding up. If anybody has a question, you can ask me now. Or else you can leave the class. Now, within 5 minutes, it is time for us to start the writing. So all of you have to start the writing. The case notes will appear here in the next class. The case notes will appear here. Others, you can start writing the letter based on our instructions earlier. Bye. See you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.